Corps attacked the Union line. They pushed through Sheridan's cavalry, but ran out of time. 2 full corps of Union infantry rose up on the ridge ahead. Gordon sent word back to Lee, "I fought my corps to a frazzle," he said. Lee said, "Then there is nothing left but to go and see General Grant. I would rather die 1,000 deaths, but surrender is what the moment wants." A white linen dish towel raised as a flag of truce in the field. Robert E. Lee rode out that morning to ask what terms Grant would yield. April 9th, 1865, the guns fell quiet at last at Appomattox Courthouse, Virginia. 4 years of war in the past, 26,000 Confederate soldiers laid down their arms that day, and the Army of Northern Virginia marched no more, they were done. Lee dressed in his full ceremonial gray. "I may be taken prisoner today. I must look my best," and waited in McLean's parlor to face what he'd say. Grant arrived mud-spattered, no sidearms, just tarnished shoulder straps, a government-issue sack coat, muddy boots, no ceremony for that. It was the first time the 2 men had met face to face in nearly 20 years. Grant found it hard to get to the point, overcome, he said, with sudden tears. They talked of the Mexican War. They had both fought side by side. Then Lee brought the conversation back. There was no more room to hide. April 9th, 1865, the guns fell quiet at last at Appomattox Courthouse, Virginia. 4 years of war in the past, 26,000 Confederate soldiers laid down their arms that day, and the Army of Northern Virginia marched no more, they were done. No officer would be in prison, no man tried for treason that day. Stack your arms, park your guns, then go home, you're free to go your way. Grant said, "They are our countrymen now," and stopped his men from the cheer. The silence after the guns went quiet was the loudest thing of the year. Grant offered the same terms he'd put in writing the day before. Officers keep their sidearms, their horses, their baggage, nothing more. The men could take their own horses home for the spring planting season. Grant provided rations for Lee's starving army. He called it reason. Ellie Parker, a Seneca man, wrote the surrender terms out by hand. Completed around 4 in the afternoon. Grant signed, Lee signed his plan. April 9th, 1865, guns fell quiet at last at Appomattox Courthouse, Virginia. 4 years of war in the past, 26,000 Confederate soldiers laid down their arms that day, and the Army of Northern Virginia marched no